city lights on the other side. You're calling me up at the same time. I'm in the daylight. You're calling to say hi, but your words they cry. If there's something that you need to say, I know it ain't easy living inside your brain for sure. You keep telling me that it's all okay, but I know, yeah, your silence speaks so loud. Your silence speaks so loud, and I hear you calling out, yeah.
think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boomers and zoomers, welcome back to EGL One Season 3. We are still here at the main event. This is the upper bracket round number 2 in week number 2 as well. So we got to keep things off to keep seeing who goes on to the upper bracket semi-final and who's going to have to take that route through the lower bracket. Of course, never alone on these EGL broadcasts. And tonight, I'm joined by the mastermind himself, Mr. Not.a.Hero. How are you doing, man? What do you got going on? I got excitement. I hope you're joining me. Come on.
I'm just here for the dots, man. Like lots of stuff going on, but like you know how life goes. Like we've been blessed with like a little bit of no load shedding this week, so touch wood, not going to jinx it, but it's allowing us to get into the Dota, get into the action. I'm excited. Yeah, which is basically
a little bit of issue there, Nessa, but yeah, Etiene's just saying load shedding prevailing, that we can actually get these games going as we like, and yeah, things can get going as they would normally in normal circumstances. Tonight we have Bench Warmers, which is the team of who is it? Soup, Adastam, TKC, Nibbly Monkey, and who am I forgetting? Deppy, of course. How could you forget?
Deppy the monster. Yeah, it's like Deppy is an absolute beast. Like I had a conversation with a few guys, and I went away. I had the privilege of going away with some of the XD boys to watch TI, and we had the conversation about the SA scene and everything. And we asked like, who's the carry in the scene that they feel is like the scariest, and like it was like a uniformity answer. Like everyone was like, no, Deppy. He's an absolute beast. You give him an inch, he takes a mile. So it's all about like bench warmers and like creating space for Deppy, and then him taking over the games, and that's kind of how they need to play. And Adastam is a crucial part of that. Like he is, I feel, this team's tempo. If Adastam starts playing slow, then the game slows down for them. But if he keeps like applying pressure, moving around the map, then it opens up the game for Deppy. So get Adam to have a good game, and bench warmers plays off that. But on the other side, we've got Taken Esports, like a team that has been playing in a few minor tournaments this year so far. And they've had good results against big teams. Like I know they've beaten Duck on many occasions, and Duck is one of the invitees. And then when it comes back around again, then Duck beats them. So it's like back and forth. Yeah. It's a team that if they pick up all the little pieces and they put things together, I think they are going to be a contender. And by no means is this series going to be a walkover. Bench warmers need to bring their A game, because Taken is here to take some names. Pun intended.
I see what you did there. No, but yeah, like you said, it is going to be a much closer matchup than we've seen the past few times. Of course, in the previous broadcast, we had XD versus Aura, and XD showing again why they were one of those invited teams. And Taken now going up against Benchwarmers, who is our number 1 seed coming into this. The same roster, well, -1 player came second in both previous seasons of EGL. And now they've got that new player of Nibbling Monkey coming over from Punks, who's filling in for their POS 4 role. And then they've had a few switch-ups in the roles thereafter. Soup taking on the POS 3, and the rest of it is the same with TKC on 5. Deppy carry and Adastam mid-hub. So how do you think Nibbling Monkeys fit into this new roster with Benchwarmers?
I think it's taken them a while to kind of find their playstyle with them, because the POS 4 role is so crucial at the moment. And Nibbling has like I don't want to say small hero pool, because that's not the right word. So he's got selective heroes he really likes to play.
Yeah.
And I know like Shadow Demon is one of them, and those are the types of heroes he wants to play with a playstyle. So what we saw from Benchwarmers in previous like games and tournaments, they kind of end up with these 2 range supports, which then kind of always wants to hang in the back. And how teams like Sin 5 exploited it, because that's exactly the opposite way Frank plays Grove. And when he's on the team, you basically have 2 offlaners. You've got 2 people setting the tempo. The role of the mid laner is very fast at the moment as well. So like then you've got a POS 3, POS 2, and a POS 4 running around the map, just causing chaos. The POS 5 chooses to join or not, or he just buffers the carry to ensure the carry is farm. and it tended to exploit this like drafting style of benchwarmers having these two backline supports. I think they ran Grimstroke plus Snapfire, or was Grimstroke plus Shadow Demon the one series, and just none of these heroes want to like go in and catch people. They just kind of want to, they wait for someone else to do something and then they react, and they haven't caught out with it. And there is drafts where it can work. Like I was watching a lot of the pro scenes where people are going like, you can do this, but then your offlaner has to be this grunt, I'm getting in your face. Your mid has to be this grunt, I'm gonna like climb in your face. And then you can have these dual range supports because they tend to have really good spells and they disrupt fights a lot. And they also tend to buff, like Shadow Demon with the ulti, Snapfire with his ult, and then Grimstroke obviously like the link, Inkswell, once a target that jumps in, it allows second like a setup stun. So it just depends on, like I said earlier, like does Benchwarmers have this tempo? I do think so, because Super's gone to the POS 3 role, and he was their previous POS 4, and he's played quite a bit of mid as well. In his esports career, and he can play fast, and a lot is going to determine on Soup and Adestam. They had a bit of a role swap. We saw Soup in the mid lane like 1 or 2 games, and Adestam in the off lane. But I do believe they've swapped it back. I think Adestam is back to mid, and Soup is now in the 3 role, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, no, but it's nice that they do have those options, because they are such good players to be able to switch things up and move things around. Like you said, Soup playing in the mid lane before, he has that ability to control the tempo, which is what you sort of need from your POS 3 this time around, in this meta in this season this time around.
Oh, they're a team of mids, because TKC was also like a main mid player for many years, and he made the switch to POS 5. And interesting to see like with the role swaps and things that they kept TKC on 5. I guess he's settled in that role now, and he wants to stay there. He doesn't want to change.
Yeah. So Benchwarmers last time out, they 2-0'd into the Wukong in the first round of the upper bracket, finishing both matches in under 23 minutes. I believe I was actually busy watching the first game, and they were actually taking the tier 3 towers in mid before 2 of the heroes on into the Wukong had level 6, so showing why they're the first seed in this tournament and keeping that going. Whereas Taken against 4Q, they actually had a reasonably decent length match with 33 and 36 minutes respectively, picking Pudge in both of the games actually, so we might see if
it's become like and we're seeing it though, like teams are picking it. Like it's been a staple. We saw some offlane Pudges by it was the WRG series with Royalty. Like Royalty versus WRG, Pudge offlane. It wasn't that effective. It kind of, he had like some clutch hooks which did like get the McGrath back into the game, which they won at the end of the day. The first game, not the series. But I was looking at his levels at like 25 minutes, and the supports were starting to out level him, because even though Pudge is, I think he's viable, he's very much like Slark. If he doesn't get a lot of early kills, he tends to just like be this flat hero, because if you hit a hook, cool, that's a kill, but if that hook doesn't land, your hero still needs to be able to go into the fight and do something. And if you don't have that fleshy stacks, then he's like, you're just not as tanky as you want to be to get in there. His toolset is still very wonky, and that's why I do think if you are going to be playing him, he needs to be either like a mid or core. We haven't seen much mid Pudge, but like Nigma in the pro scene is running it for Miracle quite a bit. Like he's playing carry Pudge a lot, and it looks good. And they tend to play it with like a secondary right clicker from the mid lane, like Odie. We saw Wind Ranger with it as well, and like lots of combos to keep the Pudge going. Like we saw Ogre Magi buy shard early, puts it on the Pudge. There was Grimstroke as well for Inkswell, and then the hero becomes scary. Like or if you have easy setups for hooks, like just stun this target, hooks him, kills him. Repositioning. So I want to see some Pudge. Like, I know people are starting to hate on the hero because he has been the most played hero in Dota forever, and now because he's actually good, people are picking him even more. So yeah,
it is good. Taken actually played it in the mid lane and in the off lane as POS 3 in their previous matches, which they won. So might very well see him get picked up here. But I want to touch again on sort of the general the pattern that we're seeing here in the when it comes to the drafting stage. Dawnbreaker still picked or banned in every single match that's been played.
The hero is busted. Like it's just too good. It can go in every single role in the game. It can go pos 1, pos 2, pos 3, pos 4, pos 5.
Yeah.
It just gives your draft way too much flexibility. If you can get away with core Dawnbreaker and he's got this Deso, he one-shot supports. And if, like, okay, core Dawnbreaker is not going to work, we need, like, more sustained damage, not this one-shot burst, then you pick a carry and the Dawnbreaker plays 5 or 4 or even 3 or, like, even mid. His heal is bonkers. It's complete. You see people go on targets that should die, the Dawnbreaker ulti comes out, and then literally have to leave that target. He's on 100 HP, you have to leave and walk out because it's a turnaround and you're going to die. And Dawnbreaker excessively busted. Our teams haven't really been like jumping towards Puck and Tiny as much. We've seen it here and there, but it has to come out. Like those heroes are just too good at the moment for how the game is. Like you're playing fast, you need heroes that can go all the time, create space from that mid lane, and Tiny is perfect because you can still flex him. People are putting him mid or they're putting him as a pos 4. It doesn't lock you into a draft like Puck does, but Puck I just feel the hero doesn't lose a lane matchup at the moment. Even against unfavorable matchup, it's just fine. He farms, he gets a power rune because he can control the runes with the orb, and then he ganks the side lane and everything is hunky-dory in the game. So Dawnbreaker definitely, but a hero that I'm like not surprised about because it has been seeing a rise in popularity because of healing, but Winter Wyvern is becoming a massive staple. I thought it was just going to be an R scene, but even the pros are now starting to pick up Wyvern a lot. Like it's a counter to the Dawnbreaker. I guess that's why, because if the Dawnbreaker ultis into a target, Winter Wyvern just curses him. So he is on that 100 HP, but when the Dawnbreaker lands, he starts hitting his friend. So Winter Wyvern definitely. The healing, we saw the Holy Locket from Winter Wyvern for WRG by Bipolar, which out heals like Snapfire ulti, so that's a little counter there as well. Holy Locket still very underrated. I think it's kind of weird because people are deciding, am I going to build a Holy Locket or am I going to build a Wraith Pact? And Wraith Pact is just also busted, which we haven't seen our teams pick up, like which is very, very interesting. I think we'll start seeing like these little things more towards the end of the tournament. But Wraith Packs, a lot of healing, a lot of sustain, and Dawnbreaker. It's sad because the heroes are going to get nerfed, and
that is the thing.
It's been like this for quite a while, and it just wasn't picked. And suddenly solves were nerfed, and your mid's tempo started going up, and then Dawnbreaker became a thing. So funny how just changing items like solves and small hero tweaks suddenly makes heroes viable when they haven't been picked for over a year, but they weren't nerfed or buffed at all. So interesting.
It looks like we are going to be getting into the game here at any minute. As a reminder, this is Benchwarmers versus Taken Esports. This is still the upper bracket.
George, but whoa, we need to tell the people about the free stuff, my man.
No, that comes later. You gotta.
No, but it's going to be there. Like just tease them a little bit.
Okay, just come closer. Just get closer. Okay. Listen, guys.
No, I'm not doing
Listen. Okay. But if you guys are watching and you are here for the giveaway, we will be having a pair of Evetech stealth gaming glasses. Those are the blue light blocking glasses that you can wear.
They're not available on retail yet.
Yes, that's the thing. If you get this, you are one of the very few outside of Evetech themselves that will actually get your hands on it before they even release. So, nice bit of what do you call it? I can't find the word. Like a
memorabilia.
It's
a pretty
you can say I got this before they were out. And you can brag to your friend about it because I'm sure they'll ask. But anyway, it looks like we are getting into the game here. Benchwarmers versus Taken Esports. So if you're talking a lot about the meta, Dawnbreaker, Puck, and of course Zeus is the other one I want to touch on.
I want to see some Dawnbreaker. Like I want to see what our players do with it. Like it's like the heroes. like it's good. Like I want to see it, but people are just taking it out because it's just too good.
Yeah. We'll see what they opt to go for here. The other interesting one, and actually even more statistically better than Dawn at the moment, is Marcy. The only caveat is she hasn't been touched in every game thus far, but she does have a better...
I don't think we have signature Marcy players, though. And the thing is, like, Marcy is in a space at the moment where she's mainly being run as a support. And if you mess up, like, the jump and the initiation, then you're just feeding away a kill. So it's really like skill based and like timing and positioning, and I like it because it's a dual save. You can blink and throw your like friend away, and then you can jump off them for the movement speed buff for both heroes. So I do think her ulti is weird, like because she's now mainly being mained as a support, and her ulti is just as a pos 5. It's not made for her. Like her entire tool set is to help the team.
The slow is there, and if you have the heal on her, it's a bit more heal. But yeah, I get your point. It's not a Winter Wyvern ult or Tiny Toss or anything along those lines.
So bench warmers is going for this Viper taking out. So like that indicates we're seeing a lot of Bristle Pos 1, a lot of it, and this Viper ban might be towards that. Also, Monkey King is a hero. I don't think Deppy, like he can definitely play it. Like he can definitely play Monkey King or Bristleback, but Dawnbreaker not banned. That's not AA. Like that is very interesting. Like what is going on? Pudge AA bans. Also AA niche ban. They probably want to like, okay, we're playing bench warmers, very skilled team. Let's do the alchemist. I don't think AA is that good against Alk anymore. It obviously like the counter works. Okay, well that's why. So they're setting up, but they can still do like Alk now as well. Alchemist seeing a lot of popularity in the pro scene. It's a flex pick. It's even being played in the off lane. It can go middle. It can go safe lane. So, and there's the Wyvern as well. Double heal strat coming out. So taking out that AA because of it. This hero is back, man. It's so good. Like, the Heavenly Jump is just, it's absolutely bonkers. The change they made, once again, was a hero that people were like, what is this? And no one really understood, like, why. And because the healing nerf as well, Pos 4 Zeus is an absolute nuisance. Because he just keeps spamming you, and carries have to, like, get their own selves out to if they want to get sustained. Or, like, share tangos or whatever. But it chunks away at net worth from the enemy team. Like, even if he's not killing them, it's just eating through like resources, and that's why the hero is so good. He does a buttload of damage throughout the entire game. Benchwarmers opt to ban the Bristleback. I guess IO Bristle seems pretty scary. They don't really have any natural breaks at the moment. The break heroes apart from Viper is really bad. Like I guess Hoodwink is the other one, but hers is purgeable.
Would they have to go for the Shadow Demon with the Ags then? Because we know Nibbly Monkey does play that. Does the Ags still break? I believe it still breaks, yeah.
Well, they banned the Bristle instead, so I don't think they'll go that route. So get it out, like then we don't have to draft ourselves into a corner, which works a lot of the time. But we saw the other night teams weren't addressing the Bristleback. Like no one was building a break. It kind of became a problem. Banning Wraith King might be setting up for Faceless Void. They take out Juggernaut as well. So Lone Druid being banned. I know it's a Taken Esports trademark. They like the Visage. They like the Lone Druid. Benchwarmers definitely they've done their homework.
Yeah, definitely this time around. The Pango band I find a bit interesting there. What would Benchwarmers be looking for the Pango band this time around? Is it sort of to run with the healing strat and you can just sustain with the roll up and such?
The thing is that like the Wyvern has been taken by Taken Esports, and that's kind of the Pango counter, and your other one is Grimstroke.
Yeah.
And I don't think they want to be running, if this is a Pos 4 Zeus, they don't want to be running like Grimstroke plus Zeus.
Yeah.
It's a weird like support combination. They don't really benefit off it. Your offlaner doesn't have a single target ability, so nothing works with the link apart from the Zeus's Lightning Bolt. We see the Tiny taking out as well. So I just think that Pango ban is because like we're not going to pick it, and it might be good for them because the Wyvern is already on their side. It's good setup for rolls. Yeah, Pango is just... The hero has like fallen off a bit, and I kind of think his only role at the moment is mid.
where in the past you could flex him into like 2, 3, and 4. But I guess his flexibility is limited. But Benchwarmer was definitely seeing something here that we might not be seeing. I guess I just don't have a counter for it at the moment. Also, no real hard stuns.
The tiny bang coming out, so like you say, one of the better heroes, especially with the repositioning that it does give them on top of the door.
Tiny Zeus is busted at the moment because the nerf to Tiny's like Avalanche Toss combo was to a point where he doesn't like one-shot people anymore and they end up just walking away from him. But Zeus just presses R on top of that and ulties, and then okay, well, that person is still dead. Benchwarmers is going hard here. Like, the Disruptor is an interesting pick. I guess it's for reloads because he can glimpse them away. He can always just glimpse the IO when the reload comes in, or he glimpses the carry away and they kill the IO. So I think that's in response to this IO, but it's also really good against Tidehunter, like a perma silence, so no ravage if you hit him with it. And I think, yeah, but I think Puck is busted. Like, it's so busted. This anti-mage is interesting. If this is a, I don't know. If this is like, if this is a Dawnbreaker plus Zeus lane, it's really hard for him. Like, he's good against the Dawn if he can like burn her mana and like man up and just chunk through it.
Yeah,
but he's gonna take a lot of harass. Yeah, I guess that's true. Like IO AM is very static lane. Like, can't really kill them, but you can be a nuisance. Dawnbreaker can even like just skill this differently and put like additional levels into his crit and just heal off the creep wave. So I do think Puck is too fast for AM at the moment. Like, if Benchwarmers' Puck starts playing with tempo and he just starts hunting this anti-mage, like, what does Taken Esports have to catch him?
Yeah.
Like, there's no stuns apart from Ravage at the moment. Like, he can coil this anti-mage with a +1, it'll probably kill him. Witchblade, Dawnbreaker ultis on top of it. There's a Zeus ulti which is global as well. So this Puck can just be mobile, and he's got 2 global ultimates that can come in and assist. Like, if Benchwarmers even want to be like wonky here and go Spectre on top of this or Nature's Prophet +1, they've got a lot of global coming out, and this anti-mage is not safe anywhere on the map.
What sort of?
They can definitely do Nature's +1, yeah.
What is Benchwarmers looking here? This is their last pick. They don't have last pick in the game.
They can do Spec, Nature's. Yeah, they can do Spectre, they can do Nature. Spectre's not that popular, we've seen a bit more Nature's Prophet. They've got a mini global strat coming out. They can still do like Chaos Knight.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think Nature's Prophet lanes really well into Tidehunter. He doesn't really care about Tide at all.
No.
So they can do the Nature's. Oh, TA. Okay, that's also cool. Yeah. Doesn't lanes very well, doesn't really care about any of these heroes. They've got nothing to go through Refraction at the moment at all. But they did not ban the Alchemist, and Benchwarmers can pick up an Alk here. It's really greedy though. Like, anti-mage plus Alk, it's very greedy, and they have nothing to kill with. So I take that back. No, they need something with pace. They need like Void Spirit, and Void Spirit can lane into Puck as well.
How would a mid
they have to,
because I know Taken do like to run the ET in a core position as well.
It still doesn't kill, man. Like what do they kill with?
Yeah.
Like, they can do it. It's like, I just don't. If that's a comfort for them, then I guess you can Ravage into Winter Wyvern ulti, into ET ultis or whatever. But they need to do like Void Spirit's pretty fine. He lanes well into Puck. If it's skill based, but recently Void Spirits have been beating Puck in lane. They can do Dragonite, which gives them tower push, which they don't have at all at the moment. So I'd say DK, Void Spirit. Well, what else?
I'm at a loss of words here because they've found all the good ones out.
Punka's out, Ember's out.
He would have been kited for sure though.
It's also too greedy, like anti-mage plus Lone Druid, but it's been banned, so yeah, they need to do Void or Dragonite in my opinion. They need a way to put pressure on the map, and Dragonite provides that by hitting buildings. I guess they can do Death Prophet, but then their draft is very slow, but I would say Void Spirit or Dragonite. Magnus. I don't like it. It's the old anti-mage Magnus. It gives Adastam a completely free lane on this Puck. and your only way to kill really is like if someone's out of position, get a skewer back, but there's a Dawnbreaker and you've got very little follow-up damage. I do not see how taking Esports' draft kills this draft of Benchwarmers unless it's like Disruptor or like even Zeus is quite tanky at the moment. Definitely, I think, from my opinion, Benchwarmers has got the better draft here.
No, this is looking very rough for taking here at the moment, so we'll see.
But the mag was just too much of a slow pick. They needed to get something with a bit of tempo. Like Anti-Mage wants to farm, and your wave clear in this draft is Winter Wyvern and like mag Shockwave, but that means your mid has to be a tower bodyguard, and he's not going to be making space.
Even if the mag goes the Echo Saber build to be a bit stronger and fight earlier instead of your blink into bigger items, it's still not enough. Like, what are you going to do? Skewer them back, and then the puck's going to jump out, the Dawn's going to get out, Zeus, you're not really going to get on the top of
Dawn's going to save whoever gets skewered, yeah.
Yeah, and at the worst case scenario, you actually do get on top of the person, they're going to glimpse you back. So, early mid and late game looking very rough here for Taken at the moment. So,
and the thing is, like, from a teamfight perspective, I think Benchwarmer scales right through the game. I think Templar Assassin, with her 25 talent, if it goes late and Anti-Mage and her has to fight each other, like it's having +7 refraction charges. Hello, Anti-Mage has to hit her 13 times for them to take it off, and there's no damage over time from this draft.
Yeah,
like at all. So if it goes late, I don't even think this Anti-Mage beats the TA. So it's, I don't know, like they've got but maybe it's for them to prove us wrong. Like that's what we're here for. Like they have combos like big Ravages or Winter Wyvern sets up for the Ravage or even the RP. Oh, here we go, fight's happening.
Yep.
Oh, it's too close to the tower. They're not going to commit to it.
No. So. Benchwarmers versus Taken Esports here. This is game number 1, if you're just joining us. For context,
EGL Season 3!
EGL Season 3, man! Gotta get hyped everywhere. But this is still the upper bracket, so the losing team here isn't out the tournament just yet, but they will have to make the long run through the lower bracket to get anywhere near where both of these teams expected themselves to place at the end of the season. So we'll see what the high cost will bring from.
So who do you think takes game 1? Yeah, like come on,
Benchwarmers.
Oh,
easy. If Benchwarmers do not take this, I won't definitely eat my shoe, but it's going to be very close to this.
You hit it, yeah. If Benchwarmers loses game 1, George will eat his shoe live on stream.
Oh no! I just know that everyone's going to hold me to that now.
I'll give you a little bit of leeway, and you can microwave it first.
Are we talking like new shoe, or does it have to be old and clammy as well?
No, you can at least have to have like worn it once.
Ah, damn. Anyway.
Right, you have a pair of new shoes sitting there that you just want to pull out.
Don't really like.
Well,
them.
That's also kind of because you're eating your brand new pair of shoes.
Oh gosh. Quality costing here at EGL One, but that's what happens as the three players come together. Mid lane, Puck versus the Magnus. We'll see what they can. Dr. OG can pull off here against Adestam. Landed in the mid lane himself.
Control the runes as well, so yeah, but the thing is, Dr. OG here is going for a bottle, and like Benchwarmers is an experienced team. The moment they see this bottle on him, he's never going to get a rune. They're going to put a support on one, and Adestam is going to use the orb to get the other one. So I don't even know if he should be going bottle, yeah. I guess he's trying to keep his mana up, and supports can TP in to refill as well. But it's going to... I don't think he's going to win the rune battle.
Yeah. Bot lane. Let's see TKC taking a bit of a beating at the start from the Winter Wyvern, but came to lane with 9 tangos. He's well prepared. As the meta requires, you got to have that sustaining lane. The top lane,
the IO is getting poked.
Just Dawnbreaker with Soup getting very close to taking down the IO, but Otopi taking a beating himself as well. So it doesn't matter if he doesn't have mana, he still right clicks you quite hard.
Look where Adestam's playing Dota right now. Look at him.
Oh my word, cheeky boy.
No, but that's exactly what he needs to do. He's got no threat from this Magnus at all.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have tower aggro, you can just keep poking him. He's got Adestam still has 2 tangos left. The Mag has got nothing, no regen apart from the stick. So very healthy, already bottle on the puck as well. Water runes coming out. He's just gonna follow him.
Yeah, he's looking for a kill here.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
like
Ooh,
he's gonna
is he
follow
get
him.
this? Oh, he got it both.
Yeah, like he's just like he's still got the high ground vision, and he just like followed him, kept poking him, making sure he doesn't get the water rune. Doesn't have a bottle on the mag yet, so it's not that hectic of a swing, but he would have definitely liked a bit of extra HP. Disruptor goes down.
Yeah, bot lane. They had the Anchor Smash and the Gush with the Arctic Burn from the Wyvern was enough damage. But Deppy, he's going to be okay here. He still has full launch stick charges up rather. But yeah,
That should also indicate to them that this Tide doesn't have Kraken because he used the Gush plus the Anchor Smash. When Disruptor comes back to this lane, he can just start spamming him with Qs. Just hit him with the Thunder Strike. Won't be get purged off even if you go aggro on him. So interesting to see. But good players also like they just put Thunder Strike and they go stand on the range creep, and then the lane pushes back as well. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, Brandeezy taking quite a beating here from Deppy and TKC. Like I said, the Thunder Strike is going to be enough. Oh, top lane.
Io goes down as well.
Yep, Io finally falling.
So yeah, I did give them first blood, but like these are experienced players, and just because of that, they instantly knew there's no Kraken. Like just commit, and we saw how quickly Tide went down there. Okay, Mag went to fetch his bounty rune to fill his bottle.
Oh, sad days.
So you can look at the CS, like Adastam 21 CS, Magnus is sitting on 9. This Mag pick was... Oh, Otopi?
Yeah, he's getting very low here. He did have the blink out available, but he's taking a beating here from Nibbling Monkey and Soup at the moment.
But CS is rough at the moment, like their lanes are not going well. This Mag is getting obliterated middle, and this Tide Hunter, even though getting first blood, only has 9 CS. TA is sitting on 23. Oh, Debbie's in trouble.
Yeah, he's going quite low here. TA taking the burn from this Arctic, from the Arctic burn. It is actually the one, isn't that? It is DOT, the effect that it applies. So that is the one bit they have against his refraction charges.
I don't think it takes them off though.
Does it not? Oh, top lane again. The Dawnbreaker going on this AM. He has to blink out once more, but he didn't have it on cooldown. And that is going to be him dying again. So very, very rough start.
So the Arctic burn will only take off the refraction if it's a certain amount. Oh, if it's a certain amount. 5 Phantoms. Let's go. Yeah, the Arctic burn will only take off the refraction charges if it's over a certain amount of damage. It doesn't tell you, but that's how the spell is programmed. And TA doesn't have a massive HP pool, and it does HP per tick. So, ooh, there goes the mag. Oil used.
Yep.
And now it gets rough because 6-minute runes are coming out when he respawns, and you should see a rotation by the supports on those runes as well.
Yeah, Benchwarmers taking the advantage early here, and I don't think they're gonna willingly, at least, give it up quite too soon.
Rippy?
Yeah, getting low again. TKC just went to pull the camp, so didn't have him around for support at that moment. Still looking all good. Ooh, that blast though, it does a bit of damage. They are keeping him quite low here at the bot lane.
He's still farming effectively though. Like he's taking quite a bit of damage, but like no issues. He's almost got max refraction, means he can move to the jungle soon. Here comes TKC. He's gonna rotate for that rune.
Gets it quite easily. The main thing I always look at for if you
TKC is going bottom.
Yeah,
that 6-minute rune. It's a massive rune for these mid laners with bottle. He's securing the bottom one. There's an invis. He's gonna sit it for puck. And now Adastam can make a play. Like coils back up in 7 seconds. He's got an invis rune. He can either try and kill the Magnus again, or he can rotate to one of these side lanes.
Yeah, Mag struggling. Only has his bracer and bottle finish. He has to go again to get his 6-minute bounty. And,
they did spot the invis rune pickup with that ward on the high ground. So when this puck goes missing, they should know that he's probably ganking.
Oh, bot lane. Deppy going onto the Winter Wyvern. He did get glimpsed back here, but uses the heal to save himself a little longer. Oh,
he
the
missed
meld
meld.
hits. No. That should be the Wyvern getting out.
Yeah, and
this time, yeah, he's fine.
that he needs to watch out with that cold embrace, because TA can set up for double meld, and you lose double the armor. So yeah, like you can be happy that first one missed.
Adestam controlling this mid lane, 61 last hits here at the 7-minute mark. And it's if you look at the denies from the whole side of Benchwarmers, each of them sitting well above, or more than 15 at the moment, whereas on Taken, aim is the most with only 4, so lane domination definitely going that way.
Are you going down?
Yep. It's just been the one taking the beating here. Rather him than the AM, but again, AM's not getting any farm as a result, so yeah.
And the thing is, they have no tools to pressure back. Like, this Magnus pick really put them in a corner, and both your supports are very static. They're pinging bottom. They want to go, yeah, he's got a trap.
TA
Holding
gets
the
well
glove.
hit this time onto the Tide Hunter, doesn't have a Ravage to stop, and only the level 1 in the
Wyvern
end.
is not healing him.
I think he's Bennett of the Dart, I'm dead already, don't heal me, I guess. Oh no.
No, he's not DC. He's still there. But yeah, he was just AFK there. For, I don't know. He had a mango as
you
well.
messed up.
Like,
You on your own this time, brother.
Oh no, this fuck is a DD.
Adestam definitely gonna look to get
Here
a kill
comes
here.
TKC.
Yeah.
He sees us though. He needs to watch out.
He's fine. Dr. OG making the smart move. Knowing he's behind, he's just gonna use the Empower to farm some side camps, try and get her foot back in this game.
It's not a way though. Like
Yeah.
neutrals gives like no, it was nerfed so hard, and it doesn't like he's not farming it fast. He's got no levels of skewer, so I don't even think they can make a play. Like he can't skewer in an RP, or he can't go in an RP. He's going for the Echo Saber first as well. So who on the side of Taken is going to be making rotations and actually putting pressure on the map? Like Tide Hunter, like you can probably do it with Ravage, but that's about it.
Ravage and then what? Top
And
lane.
then what?
Super's just having a good old time with Dawnbreaker. Let's get the hammer onto the air. Oh, they did get the kill. Soup did get the kill. Oh, sorry, not Soup. Adestam. Different mid. Did get the kill in mid. Yeah, DD popped. It's...
Naked Witchblade. He does so much damage at the moment. Like, that's such an early pickup. His boots are on the way now as well.
Bot lane. Tide Hunter. Did get glimpsed back at the active Cracker Shells popped.
Double melt.
Has been used before, but he's got one more and it's just going to take enough damage anyway. The minus armor might be enough to get a slight bit of vision from the trap. He's going to chase him around the trees. He actually does get the last hit eventually. Wyvern just as a bystander this time around.
Can I get stopped?
Yep, Soup. He's getting in trouble here. They actually do use the RP as a stun onto him. No mana, so he can't get the hammer out. He pops a wand actually. He's going to be able to get a little bit further. Otopi is chasing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, will be the mana void to kill him.
And that was RP used. So now it's downtime again. They need to get this Ravage up now so they can make a play with that. And I guess that's how Taken Esports plays. But they've already lost their mid tower. And look where Adestam is farming. Like he's he's a healthy boy, and he can kill anything on this map at the moment. Like
let's give Taken the benefit of the
is-
doubt here. Say they can keep up this recovery game for a little bit. What's the sort of item timings they're going to be looking at this stage with their current state being so far behind? Like, what do you think the AM is going to be looking for a decent timing in his battlefield at the moment? Because he's still opting to go that, yeah.
If the mag was going blink first, I would have said like 15 minutes, 14 minutes. But because there's no blink on Magnus, he's just going to keep... Like, they're going to pressure him, like the whole time. This top tower is not being hit, and after that, this jungle is open.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, like... Oh, good hits. Wyvern's TPing in.
Yeah. Wyvern has that Arctic Burn, so he'll get the vision over the tree. You have the follow-up from Otopi blinking in and mana burning. So, Soup out of mana at the moment. Does still have Soul Ring and a few charges on his wand. But it looks like Nibbling Monkey...
They got no stuns, man.
Either one, yeah.
They got no
can't catch them.
stuns.
Now
Like,
TKC is here. You don't go.
walks away.
IO. I assume he's going to glimpse back the IO here. He doesn't have the range, just a level 1. But he did get the Wyvern. He's going to pop the heal to keep himself safe for a little bit longer. But that's a lot to commit just to save yourself there.
Yeah, and here's Puck with Coil. Like, he's gonna look here.
Understand. Going in. Doesn't have the silence up just yet. Has the orb up again. With the coil and the witchblade.
Coil's got ulti. He can just commit. Yeah.
Adestam, he knows he's strong here. He knows he can take on the fight against Taken. The spin is
Oh
going
my
to come
gosh.
through. The Ravage is going to
And
be
that's
committed.
Ravage wasted as well.
Oh, he dies anyway, and it doesn't really stop anything. Wyvern is still stuck in the
But
trees. No health.
that's the
The
problem
Iron is
with
still here.
that's the problem with their draft, man. Like we spoke about, like, okay, you ravage and then what? And okay, you RP and then what? If you catch like one target by themselves and 3 heroes can just click them down, that's fine.
Yeah.
But when they're bringing the bodies or Dawnbreaker has ulti, like, you're not killing these targets. Like, if you don't go onto Dawnbreaker, he's going to save whoever gets ravaged to whoever gets RP'd. Yeah. It's just going to happen. And at the moment, the pos for Zeus is high net worth in this Tidehunter.
that is a sad realization there. Yeah, it's looking very, very rough at the moment. Nibbling Monkey walking forward here, opting to get some vision out. Checking the high grounds. It's gonna be okay. Dr. OG has... Yeah, he's nearing his Echo Saber, but again, that's only with brown boots. That's not with the full wand. It's only with a stick. And AM is going towards his Battle Fury now, but again, it's still just brown boots. And Adestam has another DD from that mid lane, and he's just going to get another free kill onto the Wyvern. Not even breaking a sweat this time around.
Yeah, so this AM is at least going to have like a 40-minute Battle Fury, but it's just brown boot stick Battle Fury. Which is still fine, like, with the state of the game, 14 minutes is not that bad.
Yeah.
It's a decent timing. I just don't see how he's going to have the space to effectively use this Battle Fury.
Yeah.
Because you can see energy, bench warmers, apologies, it's going to happen. They're already posturing, like, look where they're playing Dota. Like, they're not going to back away. At the moment, Taken has got 5 people in the same area, and it's not to fight. It's just... That's where it's safe at the moment.
They got to rub shoulders to keep safe at the moment. And Adestam, if you look at where he is compared to the rest of his team, he's completely out on the own here. Deppy behind him is farming.
He's gonna coil the stem.
Oh no, he gets coiled here. The Dream Coil is going to be there. Mag is standing on the side, but he doesn't have a Blink Dagger, so I don't know what he's waiting on the side for. He comes back as the AM's dying. The IO's there to relocate him out. They do actually get the curse onto TKC, so he's going to drop down this time. But you have the Tide in the area. Ravage back on 5 seconds. The IO's going to come back any moment as well. Adestam is heading onto the Wyvern as Deppy on the tier is going to be fine there. Whoa, Dawnbreaker comes through. He's surely going to get the kill as he get blinks on the Wyvern, easy peasy. The Ravage is going to come up, but again, it's just too late. All his teammates are dead. The aim is respawning, but it's not going to really help at this point. Adestam's walking forward. He has the slow Witch, the Weeblade, with the Witchblade rather.
The Witchblade with the E-Blade.
The Witch E-Blade.
GG!
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 Easy calls it.
Yeah, no, but I don't even blame them. Their draft is not allowing them to do anything. Yeah. And they've kind of just realized that, like, we've just blown Ravage, we couldn't use RP, like, Winter Wyvern ulti is not doing what it can, like their draft just doesn't allow them to play Dota. This Magnus last pick really put them in the bin. Wyvern plus IO supports, it's too much healing. There's nothing that can hunt on the map.
Yeah.
There's nothing that can hunt. Like, how do you hunt the map? You pick Tidehunter and Magnus, big cooldown CDs, nothing can fight, and Benchwarmers has Puck with a free game, just running around killing everything. So,
no, definitely. It's Benchwarmers. They did well in the draft with their bans and their picks as well. They forced Taken to take these picks that they thought this is about the best we can do, but at the end of the day, it just did come down to draft in this game. But 14 minutes 44 seconds is. I might have to check if that's a record on the shortest time in EGL match. It might not be, honestly. I feel like Sin 5 somewhere in the previous season has been in there. But that is it for game number 1. But, of course, as this game was very good for Benchwarmers, we've got something very good for you guys as always. And what is that? Mr. Not.a.Hero.
Oh, it's the limited edition, not released yet, free stuff.
Yes, free stuff. Like you said, limited edition, not released, the Evetech stealth gaming glasses. So if you want to get your hands on that, all you got to do is type into Twitch chat to join us on Twitch at twitch.tv/Esports Type in just once, EGL One. So EGLONE, and you'll be entered into the draw for the glasses there. So only type it once. If we do it more, we're going to slap you on the wrist and remove you from the draw, and is only for South African residents, unfortunately. But yeah, head over to twitch.tv/Esports EGL One in chat, and you'll be entered into that.
You hear it, yeah, George is going to slap you.
Yes, I'll slap you on the wrist. So I'm going to eat my shoe, but not because Benchwarmers luckily saved me from that. But anyway, that is game number Benchwarmers take it very convincingly, and we'll see if Tekken can come up with a better draft in game number 2. So we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Holding on to the words you said. You're the loose cannon rolling around in my head. Passing by, no regrets. You're the energy that I've been needing. You're so enticing. How can I look away? I wanna play with fire over and over again. Tell me something, will you come my way? I wanna play with fire over and over again.
There's a darkness inside of me. I've been following blindly. control, and nobody seems to know. I can't breathe, I'm suffocating. I can't see, I'm at my breaking. I don't know where to go. What do you do when your demons follow you? I can't read. I can't read. Your demons follow you. There's a darkness inside of me. I've been following blindly. I am fighting for control, and nobody seems to know. I can't breathe, I'm suffocating. I can't see, I'm at my breaking. I don't know where to go. What do you do when your demons follow you? Your love's so weak.
Ladies and gentlemen, boomers and zoomers, welcome back to game number 2 of Benchwarmers versus Taken Esports. It was quite a breeze for Benchwarmers in game number 1 there.
I'm gonna say, man, that game was as bad for Taken Esports as Mortal Kombat was for the recent franchise and for some people in SA. But enough about that. Like that was a wallop, as Suns fan would say. It was a shellacking. So
High quality shellacking here.
yeah. So let's go. Like Taken Esports going into the draft already, like banning that Dawnbreaker. Okay, like that was enough of that. We're not playing against it. Benchwarmers is like staying with the same. We see the Viper taking out. I hope they don't ban AA here, because that double heel strap definitely didn't do anything for them.
Yeah.
Like there was no pressure on the map. They need heroes that can do stuff, and they just didn't have in that. Like we said in the draft, like how are they going to play Dota? How do you kill people? And they killed someone with RP, like Winter Wyvern's Curse, killed a Disruptor, but every single Ravage didn't do anything, and that was about it. So
I'm looking at it from this point of view for Taken. It can't get much worse. So you gotta just go with something. You gotta go with something that can take the fight to Benchwarmers this time around and actually win those fights as well. Relying on these long cooldowns on heroes that need a long time to.
It's not the meta at the moment. Like you need to be able to always play Dota. You need to always be able to have like kill squads, and like having this hard heal lineup that just can't. I think IO's strength is obviously the heal, but his strength is also to be able to join team fights with Relo and bring people in that can't get there. And they just didn't have the heroes for it. And to take an opts for a Pudge, like, well, that's some tempo. That's something I can kill with the +1. I think that's a better start than IO Wyvern, your first 2 picks.
It's also something that feels good for them. They won both games in the previous series with Pudge, and they played it in 2 different roles there as well, so they see it as a bit of a flex pick for themselves. So yeah, like you said, much better start to this game. Benchwarmers opted for the Wyvern this time around. Reason for that?
Like I said before the game, I think the hero is seeing popularity, it's seeing rise, the healing is really good, like how you can set up fights with it is really good. It's mainly your +5, it's the buffer, it's the save. It's a counter to the Dawnbreaker, but it's been banned. I think it's pretty good against Pudge as well. So definitely, then they go for this Dazzle pick. This hero has seen some love as well. Like Dazzle plus Pudge lane seems terrifying. Like carry Pudge plus a Dazzle behind him.
Yeah.
Like 2 forms of slow, and you can't turn and fight them. Like how you fight Pudge in the lane is the moment if he does hook you, you just turn and hit him because he doesn't have much armor.
but now there's a Dazzle providing him with a little heal and a nuke on you, and you're being slowed and poisoned. So I like this Marcy pickup. Like you said, the hero is good. I feel it's a better version of Earth, or not a better version of Earth Spirit. It's a easier to play version of Earth Spirit. It goes in, it grabs you, it throws you back, it stuns you. You've got this like little buff that you can give to your carries, the sidekick to just like buff them up, and the ulti is horrible as a support, but if games go late enough and your Marcy has like 1 or 2 items, that ulti can do some damage. But that's not why you pick it. You don't pick it for the ulti.
No.
Interesting for the Axe ban, like obviously because of the Dazzle, but I kind of feel in the laning phase, like Dazzle breaks Axe. Like, yeah, cool, you counter the grave, but Axe just can't lane into it unless you have a really strong laner with him, like a ranged hero that can harass. But I'm one of those guys that I don't pick Dazzle into like I don't pick Axe into Dazzle because he's going to lane against me and I'm going to have a horrible time.
Here's the thing. Dazzle and Axe, it's the kind of thing of, I can Culling Blade the person that's graved. Yes, that's true. As someone who plays with a Dazzle, let's say pseudo main, it happens so much that we pick Dazzle, and they'll counter with us at Axe, and it's come to the point where we type in all chat the camel case Axe counters Dazzle, because it really doesn't. In lane, you have a horrible time.
It's great if you can dunk someone through grave, because it takes that ability out of the game.
It's
but
like 2 or 3 times in a game. It's
and you're an item behind the entire game because of the laning phase. So yeah, I hear you. We see the puck taken out, like heroes busted. Void Spirit taken out, more tempo. Tiny is still there. They should snap up the Tiny now. They went for Night Stalker.
Okay.
One of these teams have to pick up Tiny now. Come on, like Tiny plus
Tiny goes well with the
Tiny plus Marcy is absolutely bonkers. Like the interactions that people are doing with it, like Marcy jumps onto Tiny, and while she's flying, Tiny tosses her, and then both buffs are still going. And when she lands on top of the target, does the damage from the toss and from the jump. And yeah, it's like there's some bonkers interactions, and Tiny is busted. They did ban Monkey King, so that's obviously for the Night Stalker pickup.
Yes.
But what are they going to?
They got to be the Pudge is their flex pick here, so they can opt to pick another.
They can still pick Tiny, and then it's still flex because Tiny can go 4.
Yeah.
And your Pudge can still go between 1 and 2. Or you just put the Tiny mid, make the Pudge a pos 1, but then I do feel you lack a bit of right click.
Would they opt to take the Pudge pos 3 in this game with the Marcy or the Wyvern in the lane? Either one.
Teams in our team is still doing it pos 3 and not really like as a carry. So yeah, there's the CK. So I don't know. I don't like it as a pos 3. I kind of feel it just starts being another support. Chaos Knight. You can lane into this Night Stalker. I see that. Wyvern is notoriously good against them because whoever's standing next to those illusions is dying, and if you can find the real CK, you chunk away quite a bit of his HP as well.
Could you see them going for the IO here? Okay, no, they go the Bristle. I was thinking they'll go for the IO CK combo again, then put the Dazzle before.
So
yeah, Bristle.
They
all lacking break. So.
Bristle off lane or Bristle safe lane. Bristle mid. This is definitely a CK safe. I guess it could be CK off as well. So their lanes are still flexible, but this is becoming a massive Timber game.
That's true, yeah.
Like Benchwarmer should pick up like they can go Tiny plus Timber. Oh, no, they can't do both. I guess the Night Stalker has already been shown, so you can put Timbersaw middle because he's going to be either against Pudge, CK or Bristleback, and he's pretty fine with that. And you've got kill, like Marcy plus Timber kills, Night Stalker plus Timber kills. I definitely think they should go for Timbersaw.
You're of course an avid Timbersaw connoisseur yourself. Adam, has he got? He's not afraid to take the hero mid at all.
Oh no! Like Bloodseeker. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty. That's decent. They've got last pick, so if they are going to go Timbersaw, they can leave it to last. If they ban out the Timber, they can do something else. But this Bloodseeker pick's nice. You can just chuck his ulti onto the Bristleback. And just ignore him during the entire fight. Pudge bites someone. Blood Riot is annoying. Does a lot of damage to... Bloodseeker does a lot of damage to strength heroes with a shard, and he heals a significant amount, so...
but a more beefy draft from Taken. I like it. I can see tools that they can kill with. Like there's heal bombs with the CK plus the Dazzle. Definitely a better draft from them. I can see how they can actually do things on the map.
Yeah, definitely. The Conquer ban here coming out now, so
it's a Adestam special.
Yeah, that is true. Does the Conquer play well against the up against this Bristle here if they take him to the safe lane? I mean, off lane.
10 seconds remaining.
Say again.
So, because you are advocating CK to go safe lane now with the Dazzle.
Yeah, this is either gonna be a Bristle or Pudge mid. At the moment, it probably looks like a Pudge mid, and then I think Bristle safe lane is just better than CK safe lane at the moment, and you can do CK3. And Elaine's fine against Night Stalker, doesn't really care. Marcy can be annoying, but I do think he's better in that lane. Invoker ban.
Yeah, that means they suspect this Pudge going to be a 4?
A 4.
Are they banning Invoker 4? I'm not sure. They also ban the snipers.
They might just be banning out things that like they don't want to play against. Yeah. There's a lot of like grunt here, and they don't want to be playing into a sniper with this front line at the moment because all these heroes have a lot of HP.
That's true.
And Invo, there's setups. There's CK stun for Sunstrike. There's Pudge bite. And there's also crowd control. It can tornado Night Stalker when he runs in. It can stop Marcy's initiation.
Yep.
So they kind of looked at the complete game and about what will mess with our draft, not what's going to complete theirs. So
yeah, we'll see what they opt to go again. Benchwarmers having the second pick this game round.
Wind Ranger.
Yeah.
Pause 4 wind mid Pudge. Tinker. Okay, is Soup gonna play this? It used to be a Soup like hero. Adestam takes it. Okay, cool.
Alrighty. Here's gonna be the CK in the
amazing Tinker game. Like the wind shard really messes with him. Like Pudge can catch him, CK can catch him, but well, if you get a 40-minute GG, I guess you can pick whatever you want.
That's true here. They've got the game to spare, and they know they're strong at the moment. So. Yeah, I'm just curious to see how this pulse for Pudge is going to work out with the Bristle back lane, because they'll be going into the Wyvern and the Bloodseeker. How do you expect that lane to go up? Because the Wyvern can give a bunch of heal to the Blood, not that he needs it as well.
That's a Pudge mid, isn't it? That's an offlane Bristle.
No, Carol Baskin played the Wyvern last game, which is... Dr. OG played mid last game.
Brandeezy played offlane.
Yes.
What is going on? So
unless they swap roles, which
so this is a Puzz 4 Pudge.
Diction going. Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
what does the big brain say?
I don't like support Pudge at the moment. Like it's really weird, and it kind of just feels like you have to buy Shard and just try and save people. Like, that's kind of it, and it's not that great because if Wyvern ulti someone, you still can't save them. So
it's a bit of a rough one. We'll see.
It was supposed to be a core, and then at the end they were like, no, we need something that can hunt the map more effectively, and Wind Ranger was a pick for them. It's a better draft. Like I can see them having tools. I can see them killing. But this Tinker pick, man.
They're getting it out of the gate early this time around.
Okay, the tips of the line.
Even his own team this time around, just filling up the right side of our screen. Anyway, Benchwarmers, they had an early smoke from base. He's going to run out here.
I'm upset that I didn't pick Timber though.
Yeah, you want to see some Timbers too. Timbers always good to watch.
Adestam's going to watch this VOD and he's going to be like, "Yo, jeez, I should have picked Timber, man."
But let's see what his Tinker does, and then he can be the chooser of that.
Yes, you wanted to play some Tinkered, man. Like it's the hero is in a weird spot. I kind of feel like he goes from being excessively strong to excessively weak in the matter of like 5 minutes. From like 10 minutes to 50 minutes, he's weak again, and then he gets like Aetherlen's Ags or Kaya Sanj, and then he's an absolute beast again. So. Like Benchwarmers has gotten this early award every time. They got it the previous game and now they got it again. Oh, there's a throwback there on the Bristle.
Bristle doesn't have his actual Bristle back. at the moment. It is quite squishy. Nibbly Monkey is pounding into him at the moment. Does have the stick at this point in time. He's got to be careful here. He's actually going to go down. It looks like this will be first blood to Taken again. And they actually get the hook this time onto TKC, and it's running into all 5 of them here. This should be TKC taking the fall as well. They will have the last quill coming from Brandeezy, and that's 2 kills for him at the start of the game. Yeah.
A little bit questionable there. Like, good start for this Bristle. Sitting with 400 gold now, like he can buy this ring of health straight off the bat after like 2 creep waves, so you get some last hits. That's a pretty good start, and a quarter of XP.
It's 4 runes for benchwarmers again.
Your talents surpass.
I would like
Yeah,
all my
2 kills
mates
is
I play with,
Yeah.
all my mates disagree with me on this all the time, because they're like, oh, I'm gonna die here, but I'm gonna get the rune. But first blood is like close to 400 gold, where a rune doesn't, like, for the team, yes, it gives that. Okay, a little bit of a...
They had the toss back into the blood, right? But Ole misses the hook this time around. Nibbly Monkey gonna be heading onto this possible pudge, and I think this is just gonna be a rundown fest this lane. Bloodseeker and the Marcy. I mean, look at this. Toss into the blood right. He gets so low, and he doesn't even have the extra blood speed from the...
Marcy is a beast with hero lane combos. Like, we've seen some disgusting combos with her. The throwback into like nukes and spells, it's just... Oh, TKC.
Yeah, he was heading with the Arctic Burn, but he was taking a punch himself.
35.7.
Dazzle's got to be careful. It's going to be alright. Otalby has that passive of the Chaos Strike to heal himself up. So he's got some good sustain in this lane. Did start with 6 tangos. Oh, did have to fall down. Deppy, again, getting another kill here. Now it's possible on the Pudge. Has the move speed from the Thirst this time around, so you should be able to get to him, but it's just a bit too far this time around. But they'll take that kill onto the Posterior as well.
That's bad for the Bristle though. Like dying in this situation, like you're steeping back to lane. At least he didn't miss these 2 range creeps, so that's fine. He's still gonna get the XP for it. And this Wind Ranger has been forced back to base. This is going to hurt.
Top lane again. Pudge. Good stand his ground against the Marcy and the Bloodseeker. Bloodright did kill the rest of the damage that they needed. Tossback is going to save Marcy's life, but Deppy's just hitting into him. He doesn't care.
Toxic Bunny is going to save Marcy's life. It's the same person, George. like what? But yeah, he's just like playing with him, man. Like he's using the cooldowns of the Dispose so well, and this Wind Ranger just got back to mid lane and he's already like nuked again.
No, Dazzle in the bot lane. He's hitting from the ice, from the Ghost on the neutral, so he was slowed up already. Then TKC came in with the Arctic Burn and he just died there. Not top lane. Okay. If we just mark like a 30-second timer to keep coming back here to watch all the kills, that'd be great. I'm missing this. This is a lot.
They need to get something to deal with, like this combo. Like Bristle has the ring now. I don't know if the Vanguard's gonna help him because he's just being nuked and nuked and nuked with the Blood Riot, and that's the level 1 Blood Riot.
Yeah.
Like Deppy can now decide if he wants to go Blood Rage for like farming purposes, or let's keep killing them and he takes additional. Okay, he went for the Blood Rage, so he's gonna keep farming.
Good start here from the top lane of Benchwarmers. Let's check up on the mid with Adestam and his Tinker. The moment is sitting.
The Wind Ranger's got 4 CS from now.
Yeah, it's very rough. It's very.
His total creep score is 5 now.
Yeah, the 18 to 13 of Adestam.
Oh, bottom.
He's okay with this one. Bot lane. And the slows coming out from the Wyvern again. Onto the Dazzle. They're just focusing him down in this lane. They know that CK can sustain, but if they can kill this Dazzle, it's some good XP and gold for them. They might need one more hit. Didn't get it this time. Oh, he did get the Void.
Bristle goes down and Pudge goes down.
Oh. Yep. Like I said, every 30 seconds we just got.
Sorry, Mr. Observer. Like, it's happening all over the place. Like, OB have the quick fingers.
Keep them.
Bottom and top. Bottom and top.
Don't watch mid. The wind is too far behind it. It's sort of seeming like a repeat of game 1, and yeah.
You can't lane here at the moment.
No,
like,
not at all.
Like this, like it's just max nukes. And Adestam is like half a creep wave away from level 6, and then this nuke is just gonna carry on. And this is a problem with wind as well. When you're being pushed out of the lane like this, you can't really farm the small camp, which a lot of these supports or not supports, mid laners kind of rely on. Oh, there's a hook.
Yeah,
but it's a bad hook. He's gonna kill him.
Oh, it wasn't enough. 30 HP remaining on Adesam. He did try for the TP. I think he actually could have gotten away there.
Yeah,
the power shot is going to hit. He might be
wants
able to
to
live
kill
here. The extra move speed from the Marcy, the toss back, he is going to live. He actually gets the Heat Seeker onto Wind Ranger as well. I have no idea how he had vision of him. And Toxic's able to clean up the kill on the Pudge as well. From bad to very, very bad. This is not good for Taken. Oh my word, Adesam.
Maybe that TP was a bait, like to bring the wind back in, because that was. He knew the Marcy was rotating in. She's actually rotating top now from behind. So Toxic on the Marcy running top. Oh, Bloodseeker. He doesn't care, man.
He's baiting this. Look at this. There's going to be here. The toss back is going to stun both of them. You have the rupture onto Brandisi. He kills the Pudge off, and you have it gaming again. He does have the bristleback, so he's going to be a lot harder to kill this time around. Do have the pure damage from it. Woo, Toxic, you gotta be careful of tower damage there. Oh, the jump in, the toss back. He's gonna take a few hits himself. He might die to tower, but he gets the kill as meantime. The 3 streak does go to Brandisi, but none of that XP goes his way, and Deppy is just gonna keep increasing his lead.
Radiant's top tower.
This Wind Ranger's game is done.
Oh no, look at it now. Oh, he's got the. Oh, okay.
8 lost hits.
He did get the haste rune. He should live here, right?
No, his game is done. Like it's he's being cut off. He's
bonjour. He did.
Ooh, 1,500 gold, 6 minutes in for this mid Wind Ranger.
Oh, we have the nighttime pop from the Night Stalker. See what he's going to get up to at the bot lane. Otopi taking a beating. Lifesteal isn't enough for him at the moment. He didn't get any pop that time.
Everywhere.
And Mercy is just showing the dominance. The tag team, or the duo, really from the anime, coming into these lanes and just helping out. And Wind rotates bottom, but she can't do anything here.
Hey, level 4 haste rune. Let's go. It's so rough. Like level 7 on the Bloodseeker, level 5 on the Bristle. This Wind is severely underleveled. This Tinker is going to become a massive problem. Straight Blink Dagger soon, like 200 gold away. And then Adesam should just start hunting. Like, he's going to be... Carol Baskins is looking... It looks like he's posturing for a hook, but I don't think you hook this Tinker. Like, he's going to kill you.
Yeah, definitely.
Go bottom.
Yeah, TKC has the Marcy in support. Otopi, it's your time this time around, buddy. He's going to have the stun going out onto Marcy, keeping her alive. Has the extra illusion, but they know which one is him. The Dazzle's coming there with the extra poison. It's not going to be enough to save him. Yep, no grave that time around. I don't think he doesn't even have it leveled. Wind Ranger does have the haste rune. It's just going to just wear out the stun. I don't think they can jump.
They're going to chase him. They're going to chase him.
Rebound is on cooldown, but Soup has that extra move speed, is nighttime as well, and Dr. OG is going to be falling very, very low here, and Marcy just secures everything. Benchwarmers build up such a lead here. 17-3 at the 8-minute mark. The net worth doesn't tell a much better story either. Everyone, all 3 cores of Benchwarmers sitting well above the highest of Taken at the moment. And yep, Dazzle's level 3. It doesn't even have a level in Shallow Grave at the moment, so it can't even save itself.
Like they win condition to play the game was this Wind Ranger like being able to rotate the map and killing people, but he's still level 4. It's 8 minutes in.
Yeah.
And CK wants to farm. This Bristleback, yeah, it's got Vanguard already, but like he still wants boots and another item. He can stop being a bit more of a frontliner, a bit more of a nuisance, but it's definitely like panic stations for Taken Esports here. A bit of Mortal Kombat there, if you will.
No, for sure. Bit of a fatality coming through, but we do actually have a winner of our draw for that previously mentioned Evetech Stealth Gaming Glasses, and it is actually Savage of Team Aura. So congratulations, sir, for winning that pair of glasses. So just type in chat and we'll be sure to get in contact with you to get you those nice, clean. They look very clean though. They look very, very clean.
We're expecting next level plays now from Savage because he's going to be able to...
Can't lose.
Crystal clear. Oh, look at the stack for Tinker though.
Oh my word, that is tasty. Oh, this trick shouldn't be allowed. Oh, bot lane. Night Stalker is going to be onto Dazzle again. He's still level 3. Hasn't gotten a single level up in these last 3 deaths, which is surely going to be a 4th here now. Just being pummeled onto him. Yeah. They did get that one kill, it is in the mid lane, but now Dr. OG still continuing with the Dark Ascension. 3 kills at this point.
This win ranger should honestly not be showing in lanes and just getting an item and level 6. Just try and get your javelin, because your hero doesn't mean anything without the javelin. Like, he needs to go and hit like creep camps or something, use power shot to like farm camps or something.
Oh,
but
it's... Yeah, this Arctic Burn's lining up. They're going to jump back from Toxic. The toss into the tower range. Doesn't even need the tower to hit him at this point. Has the ulti. And it's going to be... The Unleash does enough at this point. The 2 supports killing your POS 1. Never a good fight.
That Marcy is like the same level as the CK. And underneath the gold behind him.
Ish.
And we see some try farming by taking esports stuff now. Like
for one hard camp.
This just never gets done.
Radiant's middle tower.
And look at Dippy, like,
yeah,
okay.
Fine. So, hey guys, how you doing? See you later. I'll kill you in a minute. Don't worry.
Phase boots on the Marcy, like it's pretty, like it's gonna hit hard.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Wyvern again showing this mid rune for Adesam. I don't think he's gonna really take it, but Marcy take it here. Yeah. They know it's there. They just leave it. Maybe they leave it for them. Hopefully they can get back in the game.
400 gold away from this Kaya, so...
yeah. He's gonna go as well now.
Yeah. Level 9 Night Stalker, this level 6 Wind Ranger. Like, he needs to get, like, this Javelin. They're gonna kill him. There we go.
Yep.
And Night Stalker plus Tinker, like, if he decides to make Nighttime for the Nighttime vision, like, Tinker benefits off it a lot. You've got this tanky frontline hero that gives you vision. You can just keep spamming your spells. Deppy is having a fun time top, just hitting the creeps. He's got this Maelstrom up. Max level of Blood Rage at the moment, so his farm is going to accelerate quite exponentially. And yeah, it's just like the map is just very small for Taken at the moment. 4 heroes top. They need to do something here. Here we go. Wyvern ulti though.
A little bit of synergy there, but it actually does.
We ran back in.
Yep. Nothing really came of it that time around. The Rapture is onto the Bristle, just to expire. But you got 4 heroes here in the top lane for Taken. And they're taking the fight to them. Benchwarm is going in here. You have the Dark Ascension going onto them. The Silence onto 3. Otop is trying to toggle himself up. The Pudge does get the Grave and the ultis onto the Marcy to heal himself a little bit more, but it's not going to help. The Night Stalker's running onto the Bristle, doing all that damage straight through the Bristle back. And Deppy, he's going to have a nom nom nom. 1, 2, 3. The proc from the Maelstrom will do the rest of the damage they needed. And that is a 4 wipe. Basically 5 because there's wind. Like you say, can't be in these fights. It would have been 5 easily.
Got a Javelin now. I still just don't see how he fights at the moment. Like it's really rough. Mid lane?
Yep, actually. We might see a
Javelin's
kill.
not there yet. He doesn't have the Javelin.
Yeah, that was rough. That was very rough.
I'm a religious believer in you do not skill this Wind Ranger ulti until you have your Javelin.
Yeah.
like just don't do it. Oh, nice little kill on the Bloodseeker there. That's a biggie. 1,000 gold to Otop.
Yes.
There's a shackle.
They actually do get the hook in the mid lane. There's going to be Marcy dead too, so that's a nice gold for them 3.
1,400 gold swing. Quick.
They're really taking it back. No. Well, their name is Taken, so it needs to be past it. So they got to win this game, then they're taken, right?
Yeah, like
then they have taken.
And when they beat Benchwarmers, they can change the name to Liam Neeson Esports.
What?
Taken the movie.
Oh, Taken. Yes. Okay.
Oh my gosh!
It took me a few jumps there. I
feel so bad. Like you should have got that.
Oh, top lane. You have Pudge looking for a kill here. I feel they can get something.
Oh, Liam Neeson Esports sounds dope, bro.
Yeah, that does actually. Liam, get in contact. We'll like sign you with the team or something.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Doubt he's watching. Anyway, top lane, 3 heroes running onto this. We have Adesam TPing in, has his Blink and Kaya finished up at this point.
Here comes the Tinker.
Yep, Rockets. Yeah, ole! That Pudge hook wasn't close. But he's got to try one of the blind hook, because if he gets it, he's going to be
middle. Marcy's mid. Is he?
Hey, that's balanced.
Alley-oop.
Alley-oop. Bot lane. I'm actually surprised this bot lane tower hasn't gone, but I guess they were just planting heroes here constantly, trying to keep it alive.
Yeah, they were just like shoving. Like Wind Ranger was power shotting there, trying to get it. But like Taken is 5-man farming their triangle at the moment, which is not a good sign. Like it's honestly really bad. Like Dr. OG at the moment needs to lock this javelin and go straight for a BKB. He can't even finish this maelstrom. Like he needs to get a BKB as fast as possible, and they need to hunt. So
see what they're up for here. Marcy is going for the drums. We're going to have a fight here in the mid lane. Deppy, let's get vision of them slightly. The Dark Ascension will give all that they need. Toxic is the jumping, gets the toss back, and that was the quickest 2 kills I've ever seen in my life. Super
Tinker was there, would have been faster.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead.
He doesn't. He just stands around and gives the vision for her to stand. He gives the Echo Saber finish here. He's gonna pop the void, force the ulti from Urtopi, but look at this! Adastam, you gotta stop, man. He's gonna run out of mana.
It's dude, man. It's like...
Yep, no. Adastam's coming. He wants to kill. He's gonna wait for the Armor. Second line, he's tower. No! Not like this. Toxic tried to take the aggro, but there were too many shots in the air already. 4 kills though. And
he didn't have enough mana to put another level of defense matrix on himself. If he did, then I think he would have survived that. Nice little stun there by Utopi to try and get the Tinker kill, and he paid off. So.
Did indeed. I think maybe you think he was just baiting it because he knows the Night Stalker is giving vision and he wants to bait the. I guess he saw him blinking forward into the tower.
But this is kind of the issue with like offlane pudge or like +4 pudge. Like your hero doesn't have impact at the moment. It's really rough.
He is opting for this Vanguard into the Hood build, so gonna be a lot tankier. Is he gonna opt for going the Shard route this game to have a bit more save on their side?
I think that should be his priority right now, is getting the Shard. I guess it's hard against this Night Stalker plus the Wyvern, but if he can like hook a target out, eat them, try and save them, keep them alive for a bit longer, especially heroes like Bristleback, then they can definitely come back into the fight and do some damage. But Benchwarmers definitely still in the driver's seat. Like Taken's been getting some kills back now, but the net worth has just been growing. Like it was 6k net worth when Taken didn't have kills, and now they've got a few kills, and we're sitting at 11k. Deppy is just accelerating. This Tinker is accelerating, so CK is on par with him. Like he's only 1,005 behind the Bloodseeker. He's on par with the Tinker, so the main difference is on the mid lane. Like this Wind Ranger being 4,000 net worth when Tinker is 8,000. Like that is hurting a lot. Like it's hurting a lot.
What does hurt as well is Savage, unfortunately. Didn't apply for the, or didn't accept the gift. So we do have a new winner for those Evetech stealth glasses, and that would be Mr. Brian Adams himself. So congratulations, sir. Please contact the admins in chat, and we'll be sure to send those over to you. So yeah, get in contact. Don't lose out. No one can get these. Come on. It's like getting, I don't know, what's not on the market.
Taken really needs to not fight into Benchwarmers at the moment. Sorry, like the Dazzle needs to be shoving out like a hard lane and just like giving us life and trying to get some farm out of it. But them like grouping like this to try and fight is they just going to keep falling behind in network, because while this is happening, Deppy is still hitting creeps. Like CK is now standing in the front, but you put 4 heroes here getting nothing off the map. One of these heroes could have been top. There's a rupture.
Yeah, Dark Ascension is going to come out. The ulti is going to be there from
Deppy?
CK as well. We can have it. Get it very low here. Deppy, you can't be like this. He's already gone. The CK has come out. He has that Aghanim Scepter, so everyone has an extra illusion. Toxic's going to be jumping onto him. Gets it very low. Has to use the Grave. But meanwhile, the Pudge gets the ulti onto Supia, but he doesn't care. He's got that DD. He does a lot of damage, and the rockets are flying in from nowhere. Minsel coming through, and that's going to be the Dazzle falling down the Soup as well. He's going to keep going here. A Dark Ascension giving a lot of vision, and he knows where to go. You get the Silence, the Echo Saber, and the Void. It's going to be enough. This is a tanky Bristle, though. Has that Hood and Vanguard finished up, so you got to get in front of him, yeah? Does have that extra move speed to do it, and they're just tasty for this kill. Adastam is coming with the rockets, so they're all going to hit him at once, and he gets the laser to finish it. He has the shard to heal himself up, and that is GG taken. They call it at 19 minutes this time round. The tips come out once again, so Benchwarmers, another convincing win for them. I actually think that was faster than their matches against Enter the Wukong, interesting enough. So Very well done from the Benchwarmers here, taking a 2-0 and continuing in the upper bracket. So we'll see who. Yes, they are so good. This team. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy they moved away from these dual range supports and they giving nibbling these heroes to run at people, and it's paid off. Like, they played exceptionally well played to both teams. Taken's run is not finished. Like, they're just moving down to the lower brackets, and it's time for them to like go back to the drawing board, like look at their drafts, because that draft game one didn't do them any favors.
No, Taken gotta go back to the, like you say, go back to the drawing board, come up with a new strat to take them forward, as they do have to make that long run through the low bracket. But yeah, Benchwarmers, the team of the day, taking a 2-0 here in very, very convincing fashion, keeping them forward into the upper bracket semi-final. Not sure they actually don't have an opponent just yet, but yeah, we'll be looking at next week. The low bracket begins, so the knockout matches where we'll be starting to send people home. So it's do or die at that time. The streams will be on Monday and Wednesday. And of course, if you don't know, you're watching this, you should know. This is EGL One Season 3, brought to you by Dell and Intel. And yeah, we'll see. I think we might have a slight pause here, but I really want to touch again Toxic in this game on the Marcy, showing he fit into this team well. They had the draft for him, and he was able to run around that map and make those plays and essentially secure the start that they got right at the beginning. Despite the first two kills going to Taken's side.
It looks like Benchwarmers have started to they've got a better grasp on the draft now, or the meta now, than they did a few months back or a few weeks back, and they're kind of implementing it. Like, their drafts are solid. It looks strong. They had a clear game plan. They always rotated for those runes for Adestam. That puck game was a monster for him. Depi is keeping the farm up. Soup is looking very comfy in the off lane. So are they finally, as Benchwarmers, but as this group, going to shrug off that second place and claim the title this time?
Yeah, they don't want. Maybe it's third time the charm for them. We did discuss it in the podcast going into the first two seasons. They were the dominant team at the time, having the majority of the win records against the likes of Sin5 and XD, who were the top teams at the time. And still, they placed the same exact placings through both seasons. Yeah.
So we've had the 3 rerolls, for limited edition gaming glasses. And we had Savage win, didn't claim the prize. Then we had Brian Adams win, didn't claim his prize. And now it's Unique from Ziz. Is he claiming it?
Come on, Unique. If you're listening to this, I'm going to be very mad if you don't get these glasses, because I want some of them.
Guys, you have to log into the comp and then stay around, because you have to message the admins when you win. and these glasses are
he's there.
Okay. Congratulations, Unique. Now you are the one that's gonna have to make the next level plays, because we've got some sick limited edition glasses there.
All the way to the final for you there, boy. No excuses this time around. Should we ask him for a pick? We need to ask him for a pick. Nah. Well, actually, could we put it on his old team Pingu thing? Do it like that.
That's your department, man. I'm not going to weigh in on that.
Anyway, but that is going to be rather for EGL Season 3. This is upper brackets, and next week we'll be heading into the low bracket, the Elim games and the knockout stages. So yeah, don't miss any of the action. It'll be Mondays and Wednesdays. You can catch us right here on twitch.tv/Evesports. And yeah, we hope you guys have a good night. Ettiene, thank you for joining me once again. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.